look and smell worse than the shit in the gutter, old man.
It's all a bloody joke to you, eh? Stealing drugs from the sick and suffering.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Bloody heart, boy.
Keep on digging through the rubbish, that's all you're good for.
Someday you'll understand. You've wasted your life away.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
A gun? Out. Good evening, Benjamin.
I'm afraid...
A gun?
Science fails you. This... Elixir will give you faith again. The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems, as long as you have the money.
You...
Good evening.
I'm
A gun?
As long as you have the money.
Good evening, Benjamin.
I'm afraid...
You're suspicious.
No,
You had better...
I'm afraid...
What?
The dog...
Yes.
No,
What
I
else?
swear...
What?
Nothing. No,
You mean...
yeah,
The
I'm...
house? What?
Nothing. Yeah,
The house? You don't seem...
Oh,
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
the war destroyed me, Doctor.
A...
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems, as long as you have the money.
How? I'm not... Why did...
Wash
your fa... It's...
Oh,
He's...
no.
You stole the medicine he needs. You are the problem here, not him.
I'm not gonna lose any more time with that.
It is clear that you have a somewhat contentious relationship with your father.
Oh, really? Nothing clever?
He's an alcoholic. That must make...
Oh, no, it's perfectly fine. No money, no home, no friends.
You stole the medicine he needs. You are the problem here, not him.
I'm not gonna lose any more time with that drunken arse. Me? I'd prefer to take my chances with the wet boot boys.
What happened?
Hey!
Yes, you...
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. But
It's true.
I said...
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man. Good evening.
Wang,
How do you feel?
I don't feel good, Dr. Reed. Not at all.
You should recover quickly after taking this.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye for now.
I'd step back, sir. Over there! There's one of them vermin! Look out!
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good.
You always knew the words to calm the
Good. Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you, then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
I have...
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening.
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Thank you for your time. Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening to you.
Did you know Dr. Ackroyd never reported your experimental research, despite the fact he doesn't agree with it?
Really? I didn't suspect he knew about my work. I must confess I am surprised.
Perhaps he thinks you should realize for yourself the danger of what you're doing.
See how condescending he can be? My God, he can be so irritating.
Goodbye.
I'm quite busy.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
You always knew the word. How can we be sure
Good
it's making a difference?
Strict what I...
Tell me,
I'm a...
are you, well, I won't,
Are you
in others? Tell me,
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the...
what do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Goodbye for now.
Makes me like the
Good evening.
And good evening.
Please,
I'm not...
it's this.
I'd rather...
As long,
You're not...
what? It's with,
but
so you
talked.
well,
And can
question true. Tell me what,
It's a fault.
tell, what is fair? Tell, but why?
Because
This,
you... All...
good,
You always knew
good
the
evening,
words.
Doctor.
And good evening.
Goodbye.
As for me, blundering idiot.
Crush the leads, boys!
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust. It's locked. Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I'll think about it.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
The world is bleak, but maybe the pain we feel is the best compass for making it a better place.
How can we repair the world, Dr. Reed, when mankind is the biggest problem? Yes, the world will be a much better place when we're gone.
I have to...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
Your empathy is remarkable, but I fear that your son's decision to end his life has already been made.
How dare you talk to a mother like that? Talk to me like that?
I'm only trying to be honest, Mrs. Goswick. As painful as this fatal end may be for you, you have to accept this is a possibility.
No, I'll never accept it. If my son was to die under your care, you have no idea what I'm capable of, Dr. Reed.
Do you realize
I think about it every minute.
your empathy is
How dare you? No.
Goodbye, Mrs.
Good
Do you require
Do you know?
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye. Good evening.
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Yes?
How's the
We're still...
Up.
All we-
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked, all right. Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed, any good...
Good.
Damn it! Why is this so difficult every time? That is better. That is better. I will make it through one more night.
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed,